In that no huddle, what's the biggest challenge of that for them?
Well, it's just, playing fast, getting on the line and staying in the stance for a while. It could be 5 seconds, it could be 15 seconds, and basically really getting in your stance and seeing what's in front of you. A lot of times if you're tired, your head will go down and you can't see what's in front of you. That's a big challenge to stay in your stance for 15 seconds and with your head up. I mean, it really is once you get tired. Now, early in the game, it shouldn't be a problem at all. But just have to discipline yourself.
Yeah, physically is the
I think our guys like it better when we go no huddle, simply because they don't have to go to the huddle and back out of the huddle. They can go right to the line of scrimmage and get lined up.
Mentally, is that a challenge to try to figure out everything you're supposed to do on a play in a few seconds?
Well, I think it was when we first started, and now I think it's like anything, like riding a bike. Once you get it, you got it. But I think it took a while, yeah. And we had a few niches on, we had a few problems on it on Friday night too.
What are the advantages of that for an offensive lineman?
Well, the advantages obviously are playing fast and getting people, the defenders, on their heels, and not necessarily coming off the ball. Obviously, you have some advantages of people not being able to blitz you and some things of that nature. People, I think NC State blitzed quite a bit more before we showed them the pace of our offense. We expected more blitzes, and I just don't think they had time to get them off.
Coach Dooley said that he had a bet that Tiny Richardson would jump on the first snap. What do you have to do to settle him down at the start of the game?
Well, I think the first thing is just he's going to play game 2 now. Obviously we didn't want him to jump off sides, and we were hoping that he wouldn't, but pretty good chance that he'd get out of there, and he's great now at winning football. But obviously, you can say that a lot of times, but I believe that those things will settle down for him. I really do, and like I say again, he got to understand he's not Wonder Boy out there. He's just another guy that happens to be a good player that's got to do his job.
If you looked at the running totals, 191 yards, that's good, but you did have a number of plays where you got 0 or negative yards. Are you looking for more consistency out of the run game in that regard?
Well, we have to get better at blocking. I mean, our technique wasn't as good. I thought their movement bothered us. I felt, as we talked last week, I was a little nervous about their movement. Their movement bothered us, and the movement bothered us in our fits. It didn't bother us that we cut guys loose and all that. It bothered us in that we were high, that our second step wasn't up the field. It crossed over at times. So I think this next game will be a little bit better in those things, but their movement certainly bothered us a little bit.
Do you envision playing more offensive linemen as you go? I think Coach Dooley said you only played 7. Do you see playing more along the way?
Right now I see playing 7. And if we ever get opportunities to play more, or they've earned that right during practice, we'll play more. But right now, I think we'll consistently get after 7 right now, and certainly want to play more, but they're going to have to earn it first.
Do you like what you saw at Bullard at tight end?
I really do. He played 22 snaps. I thought he did a nice job. He gave us that extra power package that we were looking for, and it was nice for him because he started in the spring and all these things, and it was nice for him to get those 22 reps, and he played well.
What makes him suited to move out to tight end over the other offensive linemen?
Well, you're not going to move Marcus out there because Marcus doesn't have the height and the things that you'd be looking for out there to set that edge. Not that he couldn't do it, but Marcus is a guy that we plan on playing quite a bit. Bull was a guy that was backing up 2 spots, so he had played in games before, and we thought it was just easiest to move him out, and he did a nice job with it.
Did you feel like you guys got better as the game went on, and if so, was that kind of what you want to see as a coach?
Yeah, I thought we did. Here's the thing: we played physical. We did play physical, and we played hard. The problem is that we didn't play consistent enough. I think we had like 56% efficiency in the run game, and it needs to be higher than that, and that's 4 yards or better on a play. we had the big plays that certainly helped our statistics, but we've got to get better in a consistent way, and I think we can, and we ran the gap schemes well. I mean, you look at our gap schemes, our powers, our pops, our packers, those things, we ran those well.
What's an acceptable standard? I know that obviously you'd rather it be 100% on the success rate, but what's a pretty good gauge usually?
Well, I think that our goal is around that 56%. I think we made our goal, but we're better than that. And, it's not necessarily how many times you make your goal, it's when you don't make your goal. And it's 3rd and 1 twice when we didn't make it. 4th down, we didn't make it, we didn't convert, and those things will get you beat. And so those things are certainly what we've been working on this week.
The guys seem to have a real kind of downer about the pride in that area. They said the short yardage, the linemen anyways, they said it really kind of bothered them, whether it was on them or the backs of whoever it was, and it didn't get done. Is that good to see as a coach that at least there's already some accountability there saying that's not good enough?
Oh, yeah. Like I say, I don't know what happened in the past here and all that, but I know we got good kids and they care. And you just said it. They got a pride about them, and they don't want to get embarrassed. And when you don't make it as an old lineman, don't give a crap whose fault it is, whether it's ours or somebody else's. It looks bad on you, and you don't want it to happen again. And we got those type character guys.
Fulton was named Offensive Lineman of the Week.
Yeah,
what stood out about Big Zach in that game? It seemed like his grade probably was pretty high.
Yeah, he graded out 85, but we nominated him. He's the best guy we had, and for this week, and we nominated him, and he played physical, and his pass protection was incredible, and I'm happy as heck for it.
And I know last thing, I know you said you don't care much about the past here, other than you look at the film to grade the guys,
right.
And then you move on.
Yeah.
But with James Stone's snaps, they were right on the money. It seemed
Yeah.
like the speed of them, everything, the timing,
Wasn't it
tempo.
good?
Is that what you expected? It looked good.
Yeah, that's what I expected, and that's what Coach expected, and that's what Stone expected. He's left-handed. He snaps left-handed in the shotgun, and he's good at it. And we wanted underneath it right-handed, and that's how we gave it to the quarterback. I tell you, I think he graded out about 100% on his snaps, and that's left, right, up, down, whatever. He's pretty good.
Just happy to put that to bed now, everything?
Well,
or had you already put it to bed?
We can for a while, at least.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
I'm sorry if this was already asked, but what is one thing your team has to focus on to improve against Georgia State?
We had to get better fundamentally, get our second step on the ground. We played too high at times.